You held it together today. The meetings, the traffic, work politics, even that situation that wasn't yours that somehow became yours, you found a solution. And yet, all of that said and done, nobody thanked you. No special reinforcement, yet you still show up anyway. And then you get home, and your kids are asking for something simple. Your wife is coming to you, reminding you of what you didn't do 3 weeks ago, and something inside of you just shifted. You snapped internally. But here's the thing. There was no yelling. You didn't show your frustration through your voice. There was that slight crack in your tone. There was a slight crack in your eye contact. And she picked it up. She understood that what she just said to you was overwhelming. And before you can actually get a word out, you already felt it. That weight in your chest, you start clenching your jaws, that voice that says, why do I keep doing this? These are my people. These are the people I love the most. Yet somehow, some way, I still feel overwhelmed when it comes time to being there for them. Let me be real with you, man. I know what that feels like. I lived that moment myself. Not to mention the men that I've worked with. I sat across from Zoom or even in the office working with men who's carried it for years, sometimes even decades. Hear me out really quick. That moment, that little crack, that is not an example of who you are, but it's telling you something important. And that's what this video is about today. My name is Greg. I'm a psychotherapist and men's mindset coach. I work with high-performing men, providers, fathers, professional athletes, leaders, men who have built something on the outside, but deep down inside, they're actually running on fumes because they're empty. And as for me, I'm a father too. My baby's about to turn 2 years old in July. I'm in a relationship. I just proposed to my fiance this past Father's Day. I'm building something while raising somebody. So I'm not coming to you from distance. I know what it costs. I know what it feels like to carry this stress, to carry the burden throughout the day, and still be expected to show up fully for family, for work, better yet, for myself. I want you to know this. Let me make this clear. This is a no judgment space. And this video right here is specifically for the man who hasn't been able to explain why he keeps losing it with the people that he loves the most. Before I go any further, I built something for you. It's for men who are feeling exactly in this position. It's called the Regulated Man Scorecard. 3 minutes, and it'll show you precisely where your internal system is breaking down and where to start rebuilding. Now, this isn't generic advice. This is specific for you. The link is in the description. go.guidancewithgreg.com. Grab it after this video. It's only 3 minutes. You're doing yourself a favor. Back to the video. Now, here's what's actually happening inside of you. And this is what most men never tap into, which is why they keep blaming themselves. They try to work harder. They think that they can just suppress it, push it down, and show up differently. Your nervous system has a capacity. Think of it like a tank. Every demand on you throughout the day, every decision, every problem, every trigger, every moment you had to hold it together, it's pulling from that nervous system tank. Now, here's the thing. It's not just the big things that start to drain you. It's the accumulation. Every email that you had to answer when you were already tapped out, how you still had to show up for your family after sitting in traffic. Every time you held your tongue because you knew it was better to keep quiet than to say something provoking. Every time someone needed something from you and you didn't have the courage even for yourself at that moment. You know how it is when you have nothing left in that tank, but you're still showing up, running on fumes, literally. Your body, your nervous system is keeping score of all of it. Even when your mind has moved on, your nervous system is still responding. So by the time you walk through your front door, when you finally get home after a long day of work, most men are running on empty by that time. Tank isn't low, the tank is gone. And the people waiting at home, they're getting the very last version of you. They're not getting you at your best. The best way for me to explain it is they're not getting the best of you because you burnt that out during the day. So they're getting the fumes. And oftentimes when we're running on fumes, there's no mask for us to hide behind. Now, this is what happens when your nervous system has nothing left to give. This is when you stop filtering This is when your patience or the mask of having patience disappears. That's when that edge, that dog starts to come out. And it could be the smallest things, man. Something you wouldn't even notice on a better day. That becomes the thing that sets you off. That is not an anger problem. That's a depleted nervous system. An angry man needs to learn self-control. A depleted man gets to learn how to rebuild his tank. Most men are trying to fix a depletion problem with working harder, consistency, or better discipline. And then they wonder why nothing's changing. When you understand what's actually happening, that's when you begin to stop blaming yourself. Because you're understanding that this is a system, it's not a personal problem. This is why we're here. Because the regulated man system is going to help you build something that's going to actually work to get you out of this funk. I worked with a client. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus is an executive, father of two, married to his wife for 7 years. Marcus currently leads a team of 12 people at his position. On the outside, this man has it all handled. People can rely on him at work because he has the answers. He shows up with the leadership and confidence skills that allows his team at work to trust him. But at home, things are different. Marcus came to me because his daughter started flinching when he would raise his voice. Nothing physical, not like that, just his tone. That edge that creeps in you at the end of a long day when you feel like you have nothing left. And she's his little girl, man. She's Papa's baby, you know what I'm saying? His daughter, this was what was happening. His daughter learned how to prepare or embrace for his trigger. Her survival taught her how to adapt to his personality. It's much different than me pulling this out of him versus him bringing this to me. And so when he told me that, I saw something inside of him shift. Because there's certain things you hear as a father that change you permanently. This is what we uncovered together. We were able to understand and identify that Marcus is not a bad father. The problem is no one ever taught Marcus how to come back to himself, how to stabilize himself, or better yet, regulate himself after a long day of carrying everything. He knew how to perform. He knew how to show up. Like that was a mask Marcus was perfect at wearing, right? What he never learned was how to recover, how to bounce back, how to refill his tank. And Marcus's gap between performing and recovering, that's where most men are living right now. Is that where you're living right now? Nobody taught us this. Matter of fact, nobody is teaching this. We were shown how to push, provide, produce, but nobody sat us down and said, here's how you regulate and get back to your grounded self. So your family, the people inside your home, the ones that you love, they get that real version of you when you're too tired to put on that mask or filter. That's what this work is. That's what we close here. Now I'm going to give you one thing. Before you walk through your front door tonight, stop. Sit in your car. This is my 3-minute reset. You're not on your phone. You're not running through your inbox. Nothing. Just 3 minutes of quiet. Breathing slower than you've been breathing all day. Now this is what you're doing in those 3 minutes. You're sending a direct signal to your nervous system. You're telling your body, the threat is over. I am safe. You don't have to carry it anymore. I am the man that's about to walk through this door to my family. This man is a father. He is a partner. He is present. This isn't work mode. This isn't the executive, the business owner, the man that's pushing himself to make it. That 3-minute pause is the bridge between who you have to be out there and who your family needs in the home. It sounds almost too simple, but simple is not the same as easy. Jim Rohn says it best. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. Also, simple is not the same as ineffective. Build the bridge every single day. Now, if this video is calling you out, or maybe you've been living or feeling this, but haven't been able to put it into words, the snapping, the shame, the guilt, that gap between the man you are inside and how you've been showing up on the outside lately. Take one more step, not because there's something wrong or broken inside of you, but because you're here. You made it this far throughout the video, and men who don't care won't show up like you are right now. You don't have to go anywhere else looking for answers because you are here, man. We got this together. Take my Regulated Man scorecard. It's free. It's in the description. Go take it right now. It's only there for those who are willing and ready to change their lives. The people in your life are watching how you handle what seems hard, your kids especially. I know my daughter's watching me every day, and she's not learning what I'm telling her. She's learning what she sees. That's what keeps me doing this. That's what keeps me showing up for myself and my family. It's not the content, not the platform, her. And if you have someone at home similar watching you, you already know exactly what I mean. They don't need a perfect man. They need that present man. That's what we're building here.